Lahm is coming in at just under 1.2 mil on the Xbox, 1.3 on the PS, and 1.5 on the PC. He is normally quite a good player, to be honest. We had him for quite some time in terms of last year, and I think we did end up with, I think, his prime as well, his right back card. Obviously, it does have a base that's left back, a prime that's right back, and a mid that is CDM. So 3 different positions for him, which, to be honest, makes him pretty useful because we know that there is only one per position. It's interesting to see how he plays in each of them positions. Obviously, as a left back, he is right-footed still, and again, as right-footed as a right back. And I think last year his prime moment was a right back as well. It was either a right back or a left back. I knew it weren't CDM. But in terms of this card, he's coming in at 1.2 mil. Obviously, as a CDM, looks pretty solid, 5'7", very much kind of like Conte vibes in terms of his height and what he can actually do. He is a freestyle with the high work rate, and he has team player as his trait. We have got 82 pace on him, 88 passing, 85 dribbling, 90 defending, and 70 physical. So that is all of his base stats. In terms of what we're looking for, composure is fantastic. Balance reactions are really up there, as well as most of his defending stats. Stamina, again, another great one. And at the moment, I think the best chemistry start you could probably go for is going to be that anchor. Turn him into a 91 DM with 87 pace, 96 defending, and 76 physicality. It will obviously raise his strength by 10, which is absolutely massive. He is a funny one because I feel like he was football strong. It's kind of a different terms to physicality. It is more how he played. He was smart with how he used his strength. Wasn't necessarily the Traore bulky massive player, but in terms of what he could do, I think he most definitely proved that he was a fantastic defender and obviously a fantastic captain. So let's jump into Lahm, see what he can do as a CDM, and we will also try out both other versions. I'm expecting some good things from Lahm, obviously coming in with a heavy price tag due to the fact that obviously we haven't had a mid-icon SBC or even, to be honest, any sort of base. I'm going to try and find Depay here. He seems very nice on that kind of jockeying sort of style. Love the little dribbling. He is, because obviously being 5'7", I'm expecting quite an agile player, to be honest, and that will come with obviously having fantastic balance also. So for me, I think he would be quite a nice DM. Obviously, I don't know how tall Matthias is, but again, normally a fantastic DM in his own right. As we see Lahm pushing forward here, not where we really need him, but to be honest, I'll absolutely take it. Lahm with an absolute cracker straight off the bat. Can't ask for more, really. His jockeying is, as you can feel the pace in terms of the turning. Look at that. Incredible interceptions. You can definitely see where that 1.2 mil is coming from as we find another attack forward here into Mbappe. And he's not going to be able to juke himself out of it. And this is why I like kind of Lahm. I think his sort of balance is what's really kind of nice on him. I'm going to try and find Mbappe through. Oh, we wanted to go back to him. Mane's going to go for it, and there's 2-0. Fantastic stuff. And already our first rage quit. Lahm chasing down Pele. What can we find with him? Like I say, in terms of kind of how quick he can move, I think that's going to be absolutely massive for them interceptions, as we've already seen 3 so far straight off literally the first 10-20 minutes of gameplay. Cannot argue that his interceptions are definitely on point already. Back into Lahm. Spread the play over. His passing is again something of a strong point of his. So again, he's kind of got that almost midfielder, but then has that massive defensive style, really to kind of help him out in this sort of positions. We can see him just constantly being able to kind of get that block in, and if he doesn't, then at least he's kind of set up for somebody else to be in that position as well, because he's covering so much of the ground. It's unreal. And I find a pass in there, stunning ball into St. Max. He's going to try and get in behind before he's offside. What can we find? Lovely turn into Calvert, and oh, that's unlucky. Good interception again from Lahm. Going to find that ball into Calvert. Again, finding the wing into Saint. Little one more into Hudson. Goes for the finesse, and Areola's going to take that easily. Lahm versus Salah. It's actually keeping up with him. This is where the left back in him comes and really helps him out 100% before we kind of make that a little bit harder for ourselves. Lahm with the 1-2. And again, we've gone a bit too far trying to get him in the back there. Lahm is going to absolutely be on Pele from the moment he goes. And again, with the interception, you can just feel very, very confident with him on the ball, knowing that he's going to be able to find the pass or at least put him in the right direction. Into Lahm, just absolutely mixing up the play. You cannot argue with how good he is, being absolutely vital in this midfield. Pushing again, he gets every pass right as well, which is just absolutely nuts. Into Lahm again, he's going to find the ball into David, but Reguilón is going to stop that. And again with the interception before he manages to make the tackle, and he's finding he's finding Mane in. He's going to little dink of the keeper, and that is the game at 5-3. Lahm again coming in clutch, going to find him down the wing. Oh, it's poor pass, Hudson-Odoi. Lahm making a move forward, does try and take it off Sule, but unfortunately he's going to have the upper hand there with obviously a big reach on his leg. And again, Alexander-Arnold easily coming in away. We're going to look for we're looking for Lahm again. Finds the ball into Calvert, who's going to try and find Mbappe, but unfortunately cannot make that pass. Lahm again. His passing is absolutely exquisite. Honestly, he is just a fantastic player, just to say the least. He really is worth every single penny you're giving him. Lahm's going to try and chase down Henry. Does a good enough job. I don't know if he actually got a touch onto that, but nonetheless, putting on some major pressure going forward there. We're going to find him again with Hudson. He's going to try and just force his way through. Blocks Ronaldinho's pass. Finds it into David, who's going to have a little sprint. Can we knock it across? No, back out. St. Max, lovely bit of dribbling, but we do kind of go back on ourselves. And unfortunately, that is under the wrong move to make. Oh, that's a great assist. Lahm with a beautiful ball into Mane. Mane finds the back of the net. 1-0. Lahm again. Just an absolute interception master, really. And again, may not get rid of it, but definitely stops this barrage of attacks going on. Going into the overall for Lahm then, he is coming in at just over, just over a mil. He's kind of a little bit just chilling there, kind of going for about 1.05 to about 1.2, depending on what day you're actually getting him. Obviously, we only search back at the market sales, only a couple of days, just to see what the trend is at the moment. And always be careful when trading or just buying icons for your team, to make sure that you are willing to lose any coins if he does get an SBC. We did see the David Beckham one yesterday, and he dropped about 50k in the first kind of hour. If we have a look right now, he's kind of sustained that price. To be honest, he was about 410, so he is kind of sustaining that. He is staying at 360, which is quite nice, but obviously you always want to make sure you are getting everything for your card. And obviously if you are buying him just for, say, the weekend league or for playoffs, and then you want to sell him, always make sure you are checking what he is before and obviously throughout the week, because you want to get him for as cheap as possible to then offload him potentially on another day. But in terms of his ability, fantastic. Such a good CDM. In terms of kind of icons, if you're trying to think of who else would be very similar, I don't think there's too many. The only one I think who could kind of come close is Base Gattuso. He has got incredible defensive stats, but even then I think I've played with the base version, I want to say, and I don't think he was as good as Lahm. Lahm is in his own element, 5'7", very much Conte style, very, very quick on his recovery runs. If you've kind of overstepped him or you're jockeying, he is so quick to turn left and right. It is absolutely amazing to see. Plus his interceptions are just through the roof. We do see a lot of defenders with 99 interceptions, but they're not always incredible at it. Lahm is phenomenal. He must have intercepted so many passes, it is unreal, and it'd be a stat that I'd love to see and get after each game, because I think that is a very, very crucial one in a DM role. I don't necessarily need him always tackling, because I can have either another DM do that, or obviously I have my centre backs for that. But in terms of interceptions, that for me is a crucial role in winning the ball back, either A, high up in the field and he's kind of catching it before it goes on the break, or as like a last minute challenge, last minute tackle, that he's kind of getting the ball back just as they're going to go through to their striker. And he is wonderful at that. He is 100% worth every penny. I really do think he is one of the icons that I think is going to be in a lot of people's teams if they do manage to get him. Personally, I think he's probably better off in a DM role rather than the left back, right back. He is relatively quick, but I do think that he would be better as a CDM. If I was looking at maybe his left back, I'm thinking 88 pace is quite nice, to be fair to him. 3-star, right-footed on the wrong side. But I suppose if you do wear something like a shadow on him, you do get 97 pace. Or if you went for a anchor, you obviously get a little bit, again, more physicality. And then obviously the same for his right back. He has got a decent amount of pace, but I think he is going to need that physicality boost again, but also having good defense. And it's a 94 right back if you really wanted to. So I think every version in their own right has a spot in people's teams, but it is dependent on who you want to actually get. I would probably say the CDM out of these three are fantastic. And then if we do get a moment's right back Lahm, then obviously that one would be my favorite choice out of the bunch. Overall, for me, I'm giving him a 10. I would probably, the only thing I'd actually want more on him is that 4-star weak foot. If I could get that, that would be fantastic. Again, people will look at the strength and think, yes, I need more of that. And yes, you do, but I think you can get away with it with him. With how he likes to tackle, with how he likes to kind of play that DM role, I think he doesn't necessarily need absolutely masses of strength. So it would be a bonus and an extra nice little thing, but I don't think it's massively needed for his game. So let me know down below if you have packed, wanted, gonna get, is on your wish list for Lahm. Let me know down below. Like and subscribe on this, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.